The one, the only, triumvirate is back. Riley Davis, Carter Elliott, me. It's a Twinskies plus G episode. Riley Friday, a throwback edition. It feels right. This is technically the second Friday of 2026, but in Sleeper's universe, it's the first Friday because we didn't work on the actual first Friday. Welcome, gentlemen. Riley, you look glowing, dare I say, with a loving tone. How are you?
Doing well. It's very good to be back with both of y'all. We bantered about this a little bit offline, but it just seems like it's been forever since I've done videos with either of you, and it makes my heart sad. You can blame that to the holiday schedule. I believe that our usual recording window, the last two times, overlapped on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So we had other family obligations, and it's fine and everything. Took the day off, but yeah, firing up today. I was like, man, I haven't like. Don't get me wrong, listeners. No panic in the triplet universe. We text quite frequently, but in terms of just actually talking and catching up, it's like I want to make sure I haven't missed anything big in your lives, other than like, I mean, Carter updated me that he reads now, which is big. But yeah, so we're still catching up, still figuring out what this is going to look like going forward. I don't know why I'm even saying that. I'm back on Fridays. If y'all will have me, I'm pushing these Friday episodes.
Mm.
You're looking at me a little
We'll always have you, you goofball. What are you talking
Yeah,
about? We
well, no,
literally said
that's
it.
the Tampa Birds. I feel like were just they raised their eyebrows a little at that. Like I'm trying to be back on these maybe a little bit.
Okay, when did I say that?
That's misquote probably, but
There,
there was definitely a little vibe there of like, yeah, you'll be back every now and then here.
No, no, that was never. There was. I think when we did our bold prediction video, like back in late October, right before the season started, you said, I think it was Greg. It was like, "Do we have you locked in for every Friday?" And I said yes. And I think Christmas and New Year's Day were the first two I've missed since then.
That's I honestly extremely true. I think it's more been Cart and I's issue that we haven't come together on these episodes. It's usually been one of us with Riley, and I think that's thrown off the entire feng shui.
yeah. Should we do like a quick word association game to get like back into the fold?
Yeah, let's do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Okay. Boopy Miller.
Cold.
Walked down.
That's the end of the game. I'm sorry, Riley. You cooked your draft pick. That was crazy.
Yeah, he did. That was a
That's insane.
bad. Hey, allegedly it was a flu game for UNC. The whole team had the flu.
So I peeped that now. That's a thing in college basketball. You get to the end, you lose, sniffles. I'm starting to peep that a little bit. Also, everyone has sniffles now. There's like it's crazy how many people are just like getting flu, colds around this time. I mean, it always happens around this time, but in crazy fashion, like I said, the past year, it seems like it's coming around a lot more this time around this year.
Yeah. Great banter, Cart. It is crazy how many people get the sniffles in January.
Listen here, if you have something to say, this is a Twinsky
That's
episode.
just so crazy, isn't it, Riley?
Get it off your chest.
Like, no, I'm just like,
What's
what are we
that?
doing? Like, God, the flu goes around. That's wild. Like,
Should
you
we
guys said
blind
we
rank?
wouldn't be rusty. We're rusty as hell. Let's
No,
own
okay,
it.
I'll bring it back in. This will be good banter for I think all of us. So, I solo dadded this morning, and usually when I
Uh-huh.
solo dad, I'll do things around the house, like with him. We'll walk. Obviously, if y'all can see my background right now, he was having a good old time. This basement is tore to shreds right now. But today I was like, you know what? Let's go do something. We're gonna go to the library. All right. And I realized when I got there that there's no dads there. It was me and seven other moms and their children. Now, it was a good time, right? Like all the kids played well together. No incidents, which is really big for me. My anxiety goes crazy when Leon gets around other kids because in my head, little TJ over there is going to take that box and hit Leon with it. And if that happens, typically I would fight father. But since mother's there, she's going to have to see me and then TJ's going to have to see me. So even with that going around, I just felt like odd being the only dude in a group of like seven to eight moms at the library play area.
Pish posh, you thrive in that exact scenario.
I
You
did
are
not.
better in a room full of seven moms and children than you would be in a room with seven dads and
Oh
children.
hell, no
This is
chance.
not a misread by me.
I can
This is
banter. I can banter with dads. I can talk about like,
You can't banter with moms.
Michigan State. I did banter. You want to know what I bantered about? The Play Cafe that I saw on TikTok. I wonder if it came across their FYP.
Your entire persona is that you're an iguana, you're a chameleon. You can be put in, it's a chameleon, not an iguana. You can be put in any ecosystem there is, and you will mold to your surroundings. And you love that challenge. You love a challenge more than comfort in that setting. You love to be like the one dad that's there with the moms doing their thing. Riley and I, for sure, would be better with the dads than the moms.
Pish
The,
posh.
that's the second pish posh used in the first 5 minutes. That is
But the main takeaway from that though is that you get to see different people's parenting styles, which is crazy to me how some people are just so like relaxed. There was this kid who was on top of a bookshelf about to send himself into oblivion,
Mm.
and the mom couldn't care less.
Mm.
Y'all ever have I ever ranted about this on a show before about the parents who treat either the playground time or library hour, you could say, as like their chit chat hour?
No, you haven't.
No.
This is like a major gripe of mine. If you go to a playground and like I try not to helicopter, I'll keep an eye on Theo just to make sure he's not going to hurt himself or hurt anybody else. I'm not trying to hover over him, but I always got an eye on him from a distance. Far too often I see parents who are just like chit chatting it up with their friends, letting their kids run rampant on the playground and put you in an awkward position if you got like someone else's kid who's trying to wrestle away like those little steering wheel type deals you got on playgrounds?
Yeah.
That's Theo always like gravitates to those, loves pretending to be a truck driver of sorts. And if you got another kid who's trying to push him off of that to take control of the wheel, what am I supposed to do as a parent? Like I can't parent your child and say like, yo, you got to share and let my kid have his turn. But if the child's parent is off chit chat and has no idea what their kid's doing, then you're just sort of left there like, well, I guess my kid's got to learn adversity today because I'm not about to go yell at this kid.
Mm.
Tough spot. I feel like at a certain age you can be in the more chit chat stage, but like when
Yeah.
they're a little bit like younger, they don't really know what they just take stuff. There was this, like
When
I
they're
said,
like
there,
four and
there's
under,
this
I mean,
kid
is
just
yeah.
tossing bins around. I'm like, dog, you just hit little Sally over there, and the
Yeah.
The
mom didn't
library
hit body.
library is an elite place to take kids though.
Facts. I'm big
I
time
didn't really
library guy.
I did not realize the library was so versatile until having a
Dog,
kid.
kid zone at the library, and not all libraries are the same too. You got to branch out. You know what I'm saying? I have a library ranking system currently. Like the closest one to me, I went to that one today out of convenience. That's not the nicest one. The other ones go crazy.
Enjoy it while you can, boys.
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong, library will always be there, but they grow out of the library fast.
What do you do?
You got to find more active places to take them.
We don't
I
have an
Li
ecosystem
mean,
near us, Greg.
library was great when Murphy was your children's ages. I remember those days so fondly. And now if I take her to the library, it's just constant. We take the elevator, we take the elevator, we take the elevator, daddy, 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 running through the library making noise. Like tough.
for one, your daughter's 4 months older than my son. Watch your tone. For
Yeah, but
two,
that 4 month gap, that 4 month gap is huge here. It is.
the old adage is that girls develop more quickly than boys do anyway. So Murphy's probably like advanced compared to my son's mental capacity.
Wait,
So
but G, I gotta ask you this though. In the library, is the kid section very like off? Like, is there like a kid wing where like she could just run around and be loud in the library?
There is a kid. It's totally just a play area with books and toys. She doesn't want to stay in the kid area. She wants to run around and take the elevator and go in the non-kid area and do other things now. Just too active to stay in the kid area.
Feel that. Also, Murphy is very like she's two going on 13.
And she's just very direct. Like if you have her trying to do something she doesn't want to do, she'll just be like, no, I don't want to right now. And when you get hit with the no, I don't want to, there's no persuasion. Like you've got to give her something she actually wants to do. So yeah, I don't know. Just I think we're all in different stages. Girls are definitely different than boys. I'll be looking to y'all for Banks advice when the time comes. And if God, Lord willing, you have a daughter one day, I'll give you lots of Murph advice.
Need that. Can't wait for the comments on this video. Talking about when were they going to get to the college basketball talk? I didn't come for this. Fast
Nobody,
forward, dickhead.
nobody comes to us for college basketball talk, man. There's so many smarter, better places for that than us. They come to us
Yeah,
for
D-
banter
true.
and hair
Yeah,
product when Riley's here.
yeah.
or
Riley, do you have a cut currently?
yeah, I got it. I think
I
a
know
week and
you
a
were
half
waiting for
ago.
that. Go ahead.
It's
Yeah.
looking
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
but see, this is where I need to touch up the unibrow though. This goes back to our off-air banter because if this is looking clean, I mean, my ring light kind of covers it up a little bit. But if you saw me in person, you'd be like, yo,
Bro,
nair.
you are so far apart from a unibrow right now. It's insane.
Well, if you want me to zoom in a little bit,
Yeah,
Yeah, go
zoom
ahead.
in, zoom as much as we can zoom here. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
I will show you once I do it. I use wax strips on my unibrow, and usually you rip that off, you see the remnants of it. Yeah.
I'm about to. You want to see a true uni? I'm pretty sure I got one going right now.
I wouldn't call it a uni. You could get some wax strips and like touch up the edges though. That's kind of my secret. If I'm feeling really adventurous, I might try to touch up the tops of them, but
Crazy as hell. You think I'm waxing my own eyebrows? Do I look poor to you? I'm going to a salon.
Okay,
get them
good.
threaded.
Gonna need to
I'm,
ask you to lean back a little bit.
I did threaded once. That shit hurt. I'm not doing threaded, but waxing for sure.
Uncomfortably
Wait,
close to the camera right now.
wait, gee, what are we? So I listened to an episode earlier.
This is so difficult. I hate
I listen.
this.
I listened to an episode earlier this week where apparently your camera was following you, and we were getting like
Yeah.
zoom in, zoom outs.
I
I did
figured out
not.
this. I figured out the setting on Zoom that was doing that, and it's really fun.
Can you turn it on for this one?
Yeah. Yes, I can. Hold on. I might need to figure it out again. Oh yeah, got it. Hold on. Do.
While you're doing that, I'm getting a YouTube comment.
Oh, gonna catch him all 'cause he's Danny Phantom.
You
Gotta catch
gotta
him
get
all
some
'cause he's
heat.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah, we're
Danny
good.
Phantom, 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 Phantom.
All right. Today's YouTube comment is, if I can find it. Oh, gotta catch him all because he's Greg Waddell. Gotta catch him all because he's Gregory Waddell.
Hey, while we're doing musical banter, I was at the gym early this morning. Yeah, humble brag. And I just played shuffle music and I heard a song that made me immediately think, I bet Riley Davis loves this song. Could you both please guess which song I'm referring to?
Can I get a genre?
Ooh, maybe like 2003, possibly Christian preach rock.
Is it by Creed?
No, it's by Finger 11.
Um, if I traded it,
Yeah. Literally, that came on shuffle this morning.
wait,
For one
one
thing,
thing
wouldn't that be something if I sorted it out?
out,
The-
knew all about. Yeah, great read on your end.
I was on the elliptical and I literally just listened to that 11 straight times thinking that you love that song.
It's a good one. Might have to go revisit. That was a fun era of dad rock. That now is age appropriate for us.
Yeah, it was.
YouTube comment cart.
Yep. Josh Wager says, Guy is loved and missed, and that Tinker is the best damn cup of coffee I've ever had, period.
Josh Whitaker said that?
Josh Wager.
Oh, I'm gonna say, I got a real life friend named Josh Whitaker. I'm like, he does not listen to this.
What does Josh Whitaker do?
I don't know. Used to be mushrooms.
Okay, I got one more question before we get into the show. So I thought about it this week with Theo
I gotta
starting
sit back. I'm
he
sorry.
started preschool up again. And remember when me and Cart back in the fall were sending photos from like Leon and Theo's respective first days of school, quote unquote, and Theo had a backpack on and Greg was like, why does Theo have a backpack on? What's in him? It's not like he has books to carry. When I think about what's in the backpack, I go back to like middle school, early high school when it was always the sketchy kids who would bring the backpack to either parties or football games or basketball games with like paraphernalia in it. And I wanted to know, is this an experience that was unique to me at my private Christian school? Or is this like the backpack kid who had illicit substances? Was that like a universal thing?
Yeah, if you had a backpack at a function, yes, you were only transporting naughty things.
Okay, just wanted to make sure of
Paraphernalia is
that.
crazy. Also, I was on the floor, the field, things of that nature. Riley, I didn't know what was going on in the stands.
JV, ninth grade. Sorry.
Come on, dog.
I wasn't aware of what was going on. I
Come
was,
on, dog.
I was
Not
sitting
all of us
in,
got to be
I was on the
varsity as
bench, but
underclassmen, man.
I was in the stand. Oh, all right. Like, okay, sorry, last thing. Big moment in Leon's development that I know you both will enjoy here.
Ooh.
So the first of all, he's now going to 3 days of daycare, which he's really hype about. But the daycare that he goes to is also like it goes K through 8, basically. So there is a like elementary school basketball team and a gym there, and probably a middle school basketball team there. The teacher, I picked him up yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, Leon just loves going to the gym and watching the guys play basketball." And I was like,
Mm, yeah.
"Say it again, Miss T." Oh, thank you. So my dog, he's ready. He's ready to get in there. I told Miss T, I was like, go ahead and throw him in there. Let him, you know what I'm saying, sink
Let
or
him figure
swim.
it out.
Yeah, let him figure it out. Even though I also peeked in there when I picked him up. Whew, that team needs some work. I don't know if I want Leon watching that, to be honest with you, but they are like third graders, so who knows?
Well, you're planting the early seeds of what's highly likely to happen in Leon's future. You know this, right?
What?
Leon's a school jumper.
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, it's the portal era. You're raising a son in here. You talk all the time about how you switched schools 11 times before you graduated. Like Leon is
I switched schools
like
once,
this is really
maybe
cute,
twice.
Cart, that you're like, oh yeah, he's at the preschool through eighth right now. He'll be at 4 different schools by eighth grade.
Oh, for sure.
It's
Yeah, he's not going there.
All right, last thing. Can I mention just one of my favorite sleepers holidays moments this past year? This was like an episode right before Christmas when Carter was talking about all of his schools that he switched, and Greg just goes, "Oh, so this one year your parents decided you were Jewish and put you in a Jewish school."
This is not a Jewish school.
You say all the time you went to Jewish school. You
I went to
literally
a
tell
predominantly Jewish school. Like the majority of the kids there they were Jewish.
Bar mitzvah merchant went
Yeah,
to all
like
your parties and you
you know
didn't.
the little baby song that Jerome Tang's always singing. Go to lunch in a Jewish community. That was me. Yeah,
for 1 year. Yeah.
For one
nah, for
year.
a couple years. All right, Discord comments. Join the Discord.
I do. I
Discord.
find it really funny to envision Cart living his life where he only shows up to certain subsets of like culture and religion only for the big years. So like he was Catholic when it was time for baptism, and then he was, like he just hops around just to see the big hits.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of align with my life timeline. Like my majority Jewish years were right around bar mitzvah time,
Yeah.
and they went
You probably hit a quinceañera or two in your day.
Did I go to a quinceañera? No, I was sweet 16 in at that time.
Oh, okay.
Is a quinceañera a sweet 16?
It's Sweet 15.
Sweet, sweet fit. So it was a sweet 15 and sweet 16.
It's a 15th birthday party, yeah.
Why are we asking a Hubert Davis fan about Sweet 16s?
Probably has as
It
many as
probably a
Dusty.
lot
Wait,
harder.
last thing. Last time that we were all on here together, we did banter about the fact that this might be the first time ever that all three of our teams are good at the same time. Little did y'all know that two of our three teams are good at the same time. One of our three teams is historically special. So is that going to throw off this whole community vibe for the rest of the year?
No, thanks to Penn State and the Bryce Jordan Center, I think it's a little bit tamed.
Thanks to them for their spirited loss.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
meant something. Discord, join the Discord. Let's go with make sure we start today with Malik, who says, which team has been a disappointment so far and who will become a disappointment? I don't know why I'm laughing at who will become a disappointment.
Kentucky, biggest disappointment, right?
Yeah, easily.
Probably St. John's is up there.
Yeah, at least St. John's is like semi-winning.
What
Auburn
was
is really bad.
what was both of your two's perspectives when your team played Kentucky? Like, did you in watching that game were you like, damn, these dudes stink?
Yes.
Yeah, it was tough for me to enjoy our first win in Rupp in like 20 years because that team was so bad.
Damn.
Yeah, I think they're just bad. And thank you to the sports books for not realizing it, but they're just bad. It just is what it is. Who will become a disappointment? I don't I don't know if I can pinpoint someone who will become a disappointment.
I mean, do I need to keep it real? I think there's a chance that both my and Carter's teams end up disappointments.
Ooh.
Don't throw me in that basket. Who you talking to?
You're getting brought into it, twin.
Nah, Twinsky. You're by
Conference,
yourself.
you can't you got to tell the truth during conference play, and there's a chance for both.
It's a good point, Cart. You are supposed to tell the truth in conference play.
Okay, but in conference play, I lost to a top 10 team. He lost to Andy Enfield.
I mean, let's see. Nebraska's 21 on Kim Palm. Where is SMU right now? SMU is a solid 24.
So I win. All right.
MSU has
Anyways,
the Iowa win. The Iowa win looks good, but also that's Bennett's
Yeah, it
choice.
does.
You know,
it is Ben McCollum. Never forget. Braden Frager made the shot, talked that crap, did the gun pose. Only thing I don't like is at the tech he got that talking down his post, then taking down his post. Hate this soft era. I need fears to feel pressure. It's no more safety gloves on. Thank you, Malik. Malik, once again, happy Riley. Been a while since I did a question for him. Who was your crush when you were younger? Lizzie was cute. I'm with Carter.
Yeah, I liked Lizzie.
Can I guess?
yeah, I want to guess too.
Was this Selena Gomez?
No, that was still we were Selena Gomez was like while we were getting older.
Respectfully, way too exotic for Riley's crush.
Okay, come on now. I liked did y'all ever watch if you want a little exotic, did you ever watch Unfabulous on Nickelodeon?
Mm-mm.
No.
With Emma Roberts? Never mind.
I know
Are
who
we
Emma
calling
Roberts
Emma
is.
Roberts
No,
exotic?
it was her friend in the show Gina. I don't know the actress's name.
Hold
Did
on.
you like Miranda Cosgrove? That was older too, wasn't
That
it?
was still past our time, yeah.
Who was young, right? Like who was Papa Davis coming in and be like, Riley, turn that off. This is your ninth hour watching this show.
I already told you it was Unfabulous.
I never seen on Fabulous. I'll tap in. Let's see here. Malik, once again, I'm ready to have Tank start. He's been the best offensive option. The defense ain't great, but it's not an effort thing, which is good. He just needs time. And then any weekend plans.
I remember on Fabulous. Now
Good
that
show.
off a quick Google. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, what are your weekend plan? Any weekend plans?
Seeing some friends tomorrow night for dinner who we haven't seen in a little bit. They have a daughter close to Theo's age, and then Saturday got a kid's birthday party to go to in the morning. Gonna watch the Heels in the evening and be subjected to the Panthers and Rams game against my preferences because of Natalie.
Hmm.
Natalie, a Panthers fan?
Loosely, yeah, but she is.
How dare you say she's loosely a
She,
Panthers fan while
she,
you're a whole ass Tampa Bay fan?
she has not been exactly locked into the Panther season until the past few weeks, but I understand because they've been awful for half a decade plus.
Yeah, that's fair to say. You got a busy weekend ahead of you then, kinda.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, no time for catching up. Greg?
I'm going to the Michigan Wisconsin game. I applied for a credential, which immediately got denied. And then I sent like a snotty email to the SID asking why Michigan never credentials. And then that got immediately denied. And then I told them I just want to say hi to Robbie Hummel. Like, hey, I literally have a seat to this game. I'm not going to be in the way anywhere. I just want this credential to go say hi to Robbie Hummel. Here's visual evidence that I once worked with him. And all I got back was, you don't need a credential to go say hi to an announcer. I said, thank you.
Wait, so what was the correspondence like when they denied you? Did they give any
I was
reasoning?
watching this whole thing kind of go by in the sleeper's email. It was honestly really, really enjoyable to watch. They said
Thanks.
they said they don't approve podcasts. That's what it is.
Uh,
Which I call bullshit on, by the way. I guess I don't know this for sure, but like, you tell me Field of 68 wouldn't get approved at Michigan? Bullshit.
That's very true.
I know Carolina has the same policy, but I think because I've had enough of a like relationship with the SID, I still got approved for a couple games.
Good for you.
So
Respect us,
it,
please.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh no, I'm talking about
Ah,
to the world, to the SIDs out there. Respect us, please. We're a media entity. Okay, we're not a
Yeah,
podcast.
we're a multimedia. No, we're not. We're
We're a
literally
podcast, aren't we?
we are just a podcast. And that's all we ever will be.
Yeah, some might say. Do I have any weekend plans? Probably just watching games, I think. I don't think I have anything like succinct on the docket. All right, hell yeah, no plans. Let's go.
Do you know what
Um,
succinct means?
hmm?
Do you know what the word succinct means? That felt like weird usage of the word succinct.
I think that it was correct, but it could also not be correct.
There's nothing succinct on your docket this weekend.
Nothing concrete.
There we go.
Dick. Fan 33. Happy Blessed Friday. Y'all know how we rock. Always tough following up the GOAT, but we're built for it. Halfway through the season, it's unanimous that the national championship game will be Michigan versus Arizona. However, things rarely go how they're supposed to in this sport. Who's your dark horse pick to either replace, who's your dark horse pick to replace either or both, and who's getting replaced? Please provide reasoning.
Arizona's my title pick, so by default, Michigan would be replaced. And I think BYU could do it. I'm talking myself into them as a real contender with AJ's form.
Welcome, Gregory.
what constitutes as a dark horse? Like how far down the rankings do we have to go? Because I'm
I mean,
Reasonable plausibility.
like Houston. I think Kingston Flemings is good enough, and yeah, it's Kelton Sampson with the top five pick or lottery point guard, whatever you want to call him. But it's also like Houston's in the Sweet 16 every year. Is that really that much of a dark horse?
I think that counts this year. The top half of the sport is like so top heavy. Like I don't think you can get that cute with like who's in the national title game. Maybe who makes
Yeah.
like a Sweet 16 or a Final Four run even, but like even like Arkansas, I know we like Arkansas. I can't imagine they make the title game.
Yeah. It's kind of how I feel. Like I could see Virginia being my dark horse to make a little run to the Elite Eight or something, but title game's a bridge too
Cart's
far.
making an Arkansas face right now.
Thanks for that segue, stinker butt. I got Arkansas versus Arizona, little double A national title game, and yeah, Arkansas wins it all.
Yeah,
Arkansas wins it all.
right.
Arkansas wins it. Okay, listen, Greg, you'll believe in this. Can I convince you?
Try. Dude, Trevon Brazil's their
This is
best
a
pick.
year where higher powers are at work. We are going to witness one of the worst Kentucky years of all time, accumulated by Coach Cal winning a national title with another team.
I think you mean punctuated and or accentuated by Coach Cal.
That was a good pitch, though. I'm big into like spiritual meaning of things. So yeah, you have me listening.
Thank you, Merriam and Webster. Okay, moving on. C. Niche says, you guys ever feel overwhelmed by packed slates knowing you have to cover so many games, especially on a crazy night like Tuesday and you're stuck in a dogfight with Penn State with five other bigger games might be going on?
Nice. The actual answer is yes. I don't like when there's like five games at 7 p.m. that are all the main teams we cover. That sucks. I really struggle to watch more than one game at once. I do have the four screen set up and I'll put them on, but usually if it's for recaps, like I'm really paying attention to the game we're going to recap. And it's been a couple times with conference play that they've overlapped. I don't love it.
Yeah, I don't like it either because it is impossible to give each game the same level of stuff. I've many a times had to, go back, watch condensed games sometimes, or like, I don't know, you just gotta work around it. It is much better when the games have a little bit of a gap or separated, which is kind of what makes Saturday slates the best. Like they stagger them typically very, very well, which makes it easier.
Yeah, I like some of the chaos of like you never know what's going to happen. But I agree. I think watching multiple football games at once, like if you quad box it on an NFL Sunday, is much easier to me than basketball because of the pace. But I make a lot of use of the condensed games as well. And like I've said before, I record a lot of games and watch them while I'm like walking my dog, just to multitask a little bit and catch up on stuff.
How's Scooby doing, man?
Scooby's good, man. He's living the good life right now. He basically goes for a walk in the morning and a walk in the evening, and then sleeps the rest of the day.
Dogs do live great lives, man. They truly do.
Seriously.
Shout out to man's best friend. Cobra talked to Kamari Peterson's high school coach outside of Mackey last night, and he was annoyed at how unorganized Washington plays. I didn't understand why they don't regularly play Hans at the five and just surround him with their talented guards. Also, Bryson Tucker had his shorts on backwards in the first half in AJ Hogarth's bag. Crazy.
That's remember Doug Gottlieb still used to get chanted shorts out on backwards because he did that in a game like way back in the day. People
Did
like
he?
fans would chant shorts on.
I thought they just chanted theft at him.
I think it was both, honestly.
Oh, hmm. I sometimes I forget Doug hooped. It was actually
Proper
good.
Hooper.
Isn't he like the
Yeah.
all-time leader in assists at like
Yeah,
Oklahoma
I
State?
think so. I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah.
Yep. Also a felon. T. Steffi. Hey guys, a little bit of an update. The wife, who is also a meteorologist. What? I'm not reading the rest of the comments till we address that. How is this the first time you've been in the Discord for so long and your wife's been a meteorologist this whole time?
Well, you want a birthday two card?
Did y'all know this?
Do you need every Discord member's wives' personal information?
Well, I just thought this would come up because I've stated a lot of times on here before, I don't like meteorologists.
No, you haven't.
Well,
Aren't
there's
those the
also
people
the
that's the people that do weather, right?
yeah, there was the long-standing weather bit as well.
Yeah,
So this is
I'm not a fan of jobs with no
What do you not
repercussions.
like about meteorologists?
Stop laughing because I'm serious. Because there's no repercussion for the fact that they predicted the weather wrong.
Okay, flip this. Meteorologists are just like us. There's no repercussion when we say shit wrong.
We'll get on here and say we did it wrong. I've never seen Channel Two's news lady come on and be like, "Hey, sorry about yesterday, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna rain." She just goes right back to, "Well, in the next 24 hours, it could be a light drizzle." No, address to the fact you said it wouldn't rain on Monday, and it rained, and I made plans for no rain.
what follows is a really heartfelt message from T. Steffi too. So maybe we should get back to that.
Oh, sorry, T. Steffi. Um, got a job in Cincinnati. We're moving there from OKC next week after spending 7 years over with the company. I'm also switching jobs, but staying in the weather forecasting business. You guys both are meteorologists? T. Steffi. Wow. I'm quite stressed since this has all come in the last month, but honestly excited, looking forward to the chance to get back to the homeland that is the Midwest. Do you have any advice for the life changes, such as moving or changing jobs, that could be helpful for anyone through a similar situation?
Hmm. I would say with moving, for one, just be patient if it takes you a while to unpack all your stuff. Like I feel like if you're moving into a house, we have like an ongoing list of things that need to be addressed, and we sort of address it little by little, and you get there when you get there. But beyond that, I would always say just finding ways to get connected to your new community, doing things you like doing. Like if you can find a group of guys you play basketball with or something, um, that's always an easy way. Like I guess when I moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, to find like your group of guys who I connected with and stuff. So just finding the things you like doing and finding ways to use that to like meet new people.
Mm. First of all, congratulations to the Steffies. Second of all, with the move specifically, I'm a big proponent of hiring things that can be hired for. Don't try and be a superhero when you're moving. You don't have to prove anything to anyone when you're moving. I prefer the hunks. The hunks make it real easy on you. And if you find your own hunk who you can rely on for future hunk things, that's one of the greatest assets a man can have in life. But yeah, don't be the hero. Just you don't want to be extra stressed because like you put extra work on your plate when you're moving from state to state and your entire house and your entire family. If you can afford it, just hire shit out, make it easy, make sure you and the wife are in a good mental headspace.
Yeah, I have nothing to add. Good luck on the move, Steffi.
You hate the Steffies now because they're
Not
in
hate such a strong
meteorology.
word. Hate is such a strong word. But really, I didn't like meet so like meteorologist with another meteorologist.
Hmm.
How's that go?
I think they make it rain quite a bit.
Great song. I'm in a bit for terror. Dwight John Wall, Deli Cal, kept us Kentucky fans happy for the first 10 years of his time. But yeah, when he loses to St. Peter's, Oakland, and Evansville at Rupp, which Mark Post basically doing in the regular season right now in his second year, that is not acceptable at Kentucky. He didn't have any big wins with his fine 4 years. It was time for him and us to move on.
You decided it was time for you to move on. Correct. If you are still at the point that you are defending that decision, knowing this is what you got next, I think you are pretty abundantly incorrect. You went 26 and 8, 22 and 12, and 23 and 10 in the 3 years you've deemed unacceptable. You went 24 and 12 last year. That was a great year for Mark Pope. It's a year that you decided got Cal fired, and you're not going to get the upside of Cal.
There you have it. That does it for the comments today. And also, T. Steffi, I support you and your job and your family, and I wish you the best of luck. It's not you, and not all meteorologists are the same. And that's me. I got to be better. To the show.
Do you know that Mark Pope is 16 and 17 against high major opponents at Kentucky?
Gross, man.
Dingus. I really do feel like these episodes really got the soul ripped out of them when we stopped doing Riley's prayer. Could we get a little impromptu one, Riley?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You know what? I will give you one. The fruit of the Spirit is this: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such things there is no law. Patience is my word for 2026. Would love to grow in that area. Lord, we ask that you would help us all imitate your character in that sense and in that realm. Sleepers, you've been awakened.
See, it just feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay, topic one.
Topic one, we are going to look back at our top 100 players countdown from this past summer into the fall. I guess we did do it in the fall, but we're going to answer a couple of prompts to evaluate how we did. See some of our biggest misses and some of our biggest hits.
Ooh, man, already? We don't even get through conference play. We're already talking about misses?
I mean, it's pretty much halfway through the season. We're like 3 months into this at this point. I want to evaluate what were we off on, and was there anything that we like? Did we forecast anything? Shout out to the Steffies that ended up happening.
I'm always ready to look at the misses.
Okay, Greg. Do we? Do you have
Facts, though, for real, for real.
do you have the sheet pulled up?
No.
Oh. I texted it to y'all while we were winding down the comments.
Oh.
Riley, I'm not sure if you're knowing of this. I'm not on here.
Oh yeah, because you decided to like let's opt out of ranking
Yeah.
players.
Wait,
So
I
you
know,
could-
I
wait,
no,
Carter-
I did rank players.
Carter
You
didn't
definitely did
do
not.
the work that everyone else on our team was asked to do at the same time. Whoa, stunner.
Wait, hold on a second though. What did I ranked some players? What was that for?
Probably the big board.
No, it was something else.
The
Was
Big
it Big
Ten
Ten
thing with
players?
Jay Hart.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So I have three categories to get through. The first is going to be our most egregious miss of a guy we were too high on. I have several candidates for this.
Okay. Do you want me to just be J Man or something?
Yeah, you can be J Man, or you can look at like you can
Go
be
off
J
the
Man.
list we landed on. Yeah, you don't need to have done the ranking individually to be able to do this.
Okay. Knew I could get by.
I'm so sick of him, man. I really am.
Would
If
you
you
like
weren't
to hear?
so valuable, this just would be so avoidable. But you're so valuable, Like it's crazy.
The funny part was when I sent out this Google sheet 3 months ago, I was like, yeah, I think Greg even diagnosed it. It was like, there's no way Carter is going to do this. And Carter eventually followed up and said, yeah, there's no way I'm doing this. And now you're,
Oh,
you're
okay.
reaping the consequences.
That's progress.
Yeah, you at least like gave us
Yeah, I
us
said I'm
all a
not
heads
doing it.
up.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. This was not like okay, we can count on Carter for this and he no shows. It was like you let us know from the start.
For sure.
You
Yeah,
dared Peterson.
good job, Carter. Good job not doing this and telling us that you wouldn't do it. Let's now do a topic about how you didn't do the thing.
All right, let's get it.
Do you want to hear my candidates for the players we were too high on?
Yes.
Yes.
We had Otega Owe at 4. We had
Ugh.
Donovan Dent at 6. We had Tahad Pettiford at 10. We had Milos Uzan at 13. We had Darian Williams at 15. We had Boogie Fland at 24. Ian Jackson at 47. Wesley Yates at 44. Josh Hubbard at 43. Sorry to go out of order there. This is just how it is in my notes. And my personal favorite, Owen Freeman, Mr. 5 minutes per game himself at 56.
It's got to be Otega at 4.
Yeah, I think that's the worst one.
Yeah.
What's crazy is off the top of your head, like how many points per game do you think Ortega averages right now?
I just looked it up because I was curious. It's better than I thought.
What's
Yeah.
that?
His numbers 15, 5, and 3 on pretty good
Oh, I
percents.
thought it'd be worse than that.
Me too.
I would have guessed like 12. I think so much of it is just we expected him to be the face of a top 10 team and putting up close to at least repeating what he did last year, which I think was like 16 and a half points per game, if not exceeding that, but being like the go-to guy on a team that was supposed to be still with a single digit by its name. And that team is just an absolute train wreck. And I think that it's tough to argue anyone else, even with like, I mean, Todd Pettiford at 10 seems crazy, but even Boogie Flan at 24 is really bad too.
I'm
But
looking at. I was just gonna say that, and then also uh Tomislava Visic at
what?
34.
Ooh,
That's a good
yeah, that's
one.
rough.
I think Donovan Dent is another acceptable answer just because UCLA is also terrible and he's stunk. But when I think of the season as a whole, Otega's definitely been the most disappointing person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So this isn't disappointing, but like, it's hard because a lot of the Purdue guys are down, but like TKR's at 8 on this list.
Does that and you think that's too high still?
Yeah,
Like, what is he averaging right now?
like
Like
14, I think.
almost
13.
a double double, like 13 and 10.
Okay, so all right, that's yeah. So
Yeah.
With those types of answers, I feel like with TK's numbers taking a back seat, it's because of the emergence of Clough, and he's on a top six or top seven team like that.
No,
I think you can
he's
safely.
averaging 14, 10, and 3.
All right, yeah, he's fine at 8.
He's
That's
good.
not many qualms with that. Do we want to move on? So I think I would say Otega probably is our worst one. Dent is still averaging like 14 and 6.5. It's just his percentages stink and UCLA is a mess. I think Tahad at 10 was worse than Dent at 6, but I don't think
I
anyone's
think
unseating
Dent
their.
at 6 is worse than Tahad at 10. Dent's been so bad, man.
At least Tahad, there's a path forward and he's been playing better as of late. So
Also, Tahad's playing for Stephen Pearl.
yeah, fair, fair. The next category is our most egregious miss of a guy we were too low on. Would you like the candidates for this one?
I'm excited for this group.
There was a string of four guys here that we ended up being way too low. We had Joshua Jefferson at 28, Thomas Houck at 29, Darius Acuff at 30, Caleb Wilson at 31. I think you could put all three of those guys in the top 10 now, and I would have zero problems with it.
I'm also staring right now in the 70s. Uh, Merez is 71.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Kohler's 72.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and say 73. It's a bad stretch.
Oh, I didn't even see Milan Momcilovic is 73.
Tell
That's
him where. Tell him who's at 78. Cart.
Jaden Bradley. Ah, we had a tough. Our 70s team is nasty.
Yeah. Like the team in the 70s might like 20 piece the team in the 10s. Like 10 guys 10 to 20 against guys 70 to 80 might beat the guys in the 70s might beat that first group by 10.
I think we missed on that.
I think I'm voting Jaden Bradley is the guy we were lowest on.
I think so too.
I,
Of the first group, I liked Caleb, but I think putting someone in the 70s that's going to be an All-American is probably worse.
Yeah, I think I'll
yeah.
go with that too.
Some other ones that stuck out: Koa Pete at 45, Henry Vasar at 57, Malik Thomas at 97, Arkansas Malik Thomas at 97. All those
Okay.
guys are pretty low on, but yeah, Jaden Bradley was the one in my notes, so I put some exclamation points
He's
besides
gonna
to
be an
indicate.
All-American. He's an All-American. He's probably gonna be an All-American, and he's the point guard of the number one team in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been incredible.
All right, next category. This is my personal favorite. This is the but I was told Steph Curry wasn't a good shooter category. Uh, this is the guy you were high on that others
God.
were also high on, but you feel most vindicated that you were high on.
Nominees?
I mean, my two were LeBaron Philon and Caleb Wilson. I ranked LeBaron Philon at 7, and I was like, I'm telling you, Philon is the truth. And lo and behold, he was a consensus top 10 guy. Caleb Wilson was just my homer pick that I loved him from the minute he committed to UNC. And I'm like, yeah, I told you Caleb could be a 19 and 10 guy. But then again, if you read any scouts who have watched his film over the past like 4 years, they would have told you the same.
That's a good one. But
Greg, I think yours would be Christian Anderson. That
I
was
was
the
gonna
first name that
say,
came to my mind.
I'm
or
Like
looking
you,
through
or
mine.
even looking at these rankings, you could say Richie Saunders too. Greg was the only one who had Richie Saunders like top 15. I think everyone else had him like around the 20s.
Yeah, I'm trying to find one that I'm like objectively higher than y'all on, and I'm
I
not
like
really
Greg.
seeing
It's
many.
it's pretty funny to him. Imagine Greg popping off on Twitter saying, "But I was told Richie Saunders wasn't a good shooter."
That is pretty good. Honestly, I had a bad performance on this list, I think. I'm looking through these there. I got a lot wrong.
You had John Blackwell at 10.
He's been bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot Wisconsin's dead. I'm still blind.
Wait a point. Was that supposed to be a vote of
That was supposed to
confidence?
be a compliment because there was that stretch like in December where he said,
You got Martinelli, G.
Yeah, I had Martinelli. I had Kylan higher than you guys. I had a Caden Lewis pretty high.
Caden's averaging like 12 and 6. I didn't realize that. To me, it felt like
Okay. I was higher on Flory Badunga than anyone on our group.
That's good.
where'd you have Flory?
I had Flory 43rd. That's
Sorry,
not that bad.
I was trying to scroll right to see like what players like Greg was higher on. I found one that he's the lowest on out of everybody.
Oh,
Riley had him at 44. Yeah. Nate Ament.
oh yeah, I hate Amen.
Greg had him
Where
at
did
100, and everyone else had him in the 40s.
Yeah, I didn't
Come
put
on, Greg.
I didn't rank Nate Amen.
Hey, that's good on you.
Good
Like
on you.
Yeah, kind of stand
we
by it.
had we had Jackson Shellstat at 40. Is there like
I mean, he was
even
supposed
that feels too high based on how bad Oregon
to. Is
is?
he still at Oregon?
He just hasn't
He's
played.
hurt. Yeah.
Oh, they stink.
Yeah, give me. I guess Richie Saunders is my answer.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's fine.
Is
Or
there
actually,
any
no. The victory lap is. Are you going to do this? The inverse? The guy you were correctly lower on than most?
Yeah, sure.
Darren Peterson.
where
I
did you
was
have
the lowest on Darren. This motherfucker won't play.
you had him at 6. The rest of us had him at 3 or
At
higher.
2.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. See, I told
I told you he's number 6, not 2.
All right. Are there any more takeaways before we wrap this one up?
I think these were better without me.
Yeah, that next year I'm not doing this.
Nah, you're not getting out of it that easily. We're definitely doing this again next year.
Cart makes it look so easy to get out of, dude. It looks so easy. Topic 2. Do you guys want to stop and say the Pledge of Allegiance before topic 2?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is that what it is? Did I say
Sorry,
that right?
sorry, that was the auto zoom. My bad.
Oh, yeah, that autism was crazy.
Crazy. Wow.
Shout
Yeah.
shout out to the missus. But all right, what's topic? Can I guess what topic 2 is, Riley?
Yeah, you can try. It has a
Got
fun
it.
title
So
to it.
topic 2 is something I like to call Hocus Pocus Focus. Which player would be the best magician in college basketball?
Terrible guess.
No, topic number 2 is a new segment that I like to call "With great power comes great responsibility."
I was close.
And
God.
this will build off of some of our guys who we misranked in the top 100. And I know y'all did the panic meter. It's a little bit similar to that, but I would say this is some of the biggest disappointments so far this season. But beyond that, I want to ask the question: what do they need to do to break out of it? So I have 5 players we can talk about. Then I'll open it up to see if y'all want to mention any more. It's less of a Big Ten focus, so if you want to throw any Big Ten guys on it afterwards, we can do that. But
Pish posh.
let's get into it. So Tahad Pettiford, he was my first guy where we ranked him top 10. Right now, he's averaging a tick under 15 points per game, shooting 38% from the field and 30% from 3. What needs to happen for him to break out of this slump?
I'm dying at
Dry January.
I'm dying at how much Riley wants the world to know Todd Pettiford's been bad. Like every topic today just leads with, did you guys know Todd's been really struggling? I don't think he gets out of it though.
No, I don't think he does either. Maybe next year with Todd Golden, but No, not.
Bruce comes back.
Hmm?
Bruce Pearl comes back.
Bruce Raleigh coming back.
No, Bruce Almighty.
I
Uh,
I lean on him not like this team should not be as bad as they are.
I mean, they technically should have won that game, low key.
This is what like the nepo baby is really struggling with this roster. I guess they're still this is
Who
top
wouldn't struggle?
15 offense,
Can I
but
throw it out there though? Like, who wouldn't struggle with this roster?
I think the offense is good and like there's enough pieces here to not be sub 100 defensively.
The defense is bad.
Like they have enough size in the front court. Like you go back and watch that game against Georgia, and it was like, oh, here, Blue Cane, let me escort you through the lane.
Yeah.
Smurf
They have
Millender,
a
you want to get an open
they have a
jumper?
massive
By all
issue
means.
though. They have a massive issue though. The size in the front court doesn't know they're big,
I think that's a good way to put it.
and that's the worst type of big. Because they're confused too. Like they had a team beating, they'd be like, guys, we have to be bigger. Our interior defense is not good. And we're looking at them like, you're the big man. They're like, what? Who are you talking to? That's the worst.
Yeah, Murphy's been bad. Filip Jovic has stunk. It's I don't think Tahad snaps out of it either, for what it's worth.
No.
I have a futuristic question. So let's fast forward a Michigan year. Let's say wherever this season ends, Mara, Merez, and Yaxel all leave. It's like a rebuild time for Dusty. Cadeau comes back for senior year at Michigan.
And
Cadeau
he goes to play with Cadeau.
should Dusty want Tahad Pettiford? Obviously, those two are friends. Based on everything that has happened, you could convince me that Tahad under Dusty May would be amazing. And that's your backcourt, and they're nasty. But like, what do you think? Would that be a good or bad move?
I think if he can replicate something similar to this front court where you have like where you got 6'9" and taller at the 3 through 5 that sort of covers up at your small backcourt, yeah, I think it would be really successful.
Yeah, I think the same. Just be small, but outside of that, like it could be. But also, you might need to get the whole gang back together. Like, let's bring back that whole NY Lightning team. Like, can you get
Ja'Kai
Ja'Kai Howard
Howard.
as well? Yeah.
I just kind
What
of
was it?
can't tell if Tahad's good. Like, would Dusty be given what's happened the last 2 years? Is he really going to build a team around like a 6 foot shot hunting shooting guard that's inefficient? Like,
Probably. Also, like you in a world you had Trey McKinney coming back. Like,
right,
you
McKenny and
don't want.
Kaysen. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, theoretically, if you have Cadeau there, then Tahad's not running the offense. You know, he's playing off of Cadeau, which I think is what you want him to do. You just want him getting buckets. You don't want him being your primary initiator.
I think my official answer is I would go for it, but I'm afraid to say that.
Okay.
Okay. Next up on the list of can they snap out of this, Dame Sar, 6.4 points per game, 39% from the field, 34.6% from three, 1.1 steals per game.
I have a weird answer to this
I
one.
might be in the minority here, but I think he snaps out of it because I think he's going to have the most opportunity out of that position. I think his defense, given what they've done, is going to get him on the floor, and like maybe that helps him figure it out some things offensively.
Yeah, the numbers you just read, I think no, he will not snap out of. But I think he will snap out in the form of he will keep putting those shitty offensive numbers up while being a legitimate defensive weapon and playing big minutes on a Duke team that he helps win.
Mm-hmm.
Just reframe who Dame Sarr is. He's not a scorer. He's Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
Yeah, I think that's a fair way to put it. I don't really have any qualms with that. I thought he would just be so much better offensively. Like, I thought he was going to be someone who you could put the ball in his hands and he could create for himself, and very much does not do that. Doesn't matter, though, because Caleb Foster's been really good.
Hey,
Next up,
also
oh,
never forget who told us this first. Kevin Sweeney told us that it would be really smart to spend 20% of what you were going to spend on Dame Sarr on Mihailo Petrovic and Andrei Stojakovic. So shout out to Sweeney.
shout out to Sweeney. Moving on, another guy who Sweeney told me was real. Well, I'm not going to throw Sweeney under the bus. I believe this guy was really good on my own. Luka Bogovac. We're going to stay on Tobacco Road.
Did
He's
Sweeney
putting
say
up.
anything good?
I think Sweeney was in on Bogovac. Yeah.
Can you send me some receipts on that? I'm collecting.
I'll see what I can find. But Bogovac right now is averaging 10 points per game, 3 assists per game, shooting 39% from the floor and 32.4% from three.
No, he does not snap out of it.
You don't think he snaps out of it?
Hashtag
Carolina
that boy bad.
Carolina fans across the board are pretty down on him. I think there's a world where he breaks out of it, and it involves him being like. I think the best path forward for Carolina is him and Seth Trimble being the primary ball handlers. I think he's pretty good playing out of ball screens. I think he's good at setting up his teammates. If he can just like knock down his threes, which is what he was supposed to do, he'll be really valuable. I'm still a believer. I haven't lost hope yet, but I understand those who have.
I'm shocked that boy came back after Christmas break.
He was playing well before. Yeah, nah. He
I
had
think
one good game before Christmas.
the meanest thing of my Luca analysis is that I genuinely don't notice him, and I don't really know why. Like he has good enough numbers that I should notice him, but when I watch Carolina, I do not notice him.
I mean, if he does not have the ball in his hands, he's a little bit forgettable. It's just like he goes to the corner, and half the time with the ball in his hands, he turns it over. So, but maybe that goes against my primary ball handler sentiment, but I'm sticking by it. Next up, we have Nate Ament, a guy we already mentioned. He's still averaging 15 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 2.6%, 2.6 assists, but he's just shooting 40% from the floor and 27% from three.
Like figured out this year?
Yeah.
No,
You don't think he figures it out this year? Is there
no,
anything you could see Tennessee doing that would optimize him?
no.
My bad. I didn't even hear who you said. I just realized that Kyan Evans's third most accurate Ken Palm player comp is Drew Hanlon.
The NBA trader?
Yeah.
It's yeah, Kyan Evans has been pretty bleak.
Shooting though.
He's been pretty bleak. Nate Ament was who I asked if he can snap out of this, Greg.
Oh. Is he in it?
Snap out of this.
Well, out of what? Isn't
Being,
he
being,
good?
being inefficient.
Oh,
He's
no.
he's shooting 40% from the field, 27% from three.
Oh, that's who he is. He's
I
still
think he also
isn't he averaging like 16 a game though?
yeah, a smidge under 15.
Yeah, that's who he is.
I would say like the reason he landed on this list because I thought he was so bad against Arkansas. The dude logged 3 rebounds that game, and that's supposed to be his thing. If it's not ball handling, he's supposed to be like, oh, ball handler at 6'10", who also gets on the glass and was so bad with that. I'm kind of out on him figuring it out this year too, but I don't know if Barnes can light a fire under him to score more around the basket, maybe. But yeah, I think overall it's probably this type of production you're looking at. Last one I have is Milos Uzan, who's at 11 points per game, 4 assists per game, 35.7% from the field, 27.9% from three.
I think he definitely snaps out of it.
I think so
Really?
too.
Yeah, I think he's just a good shooter that is missing shots.
Dude, he's been so bad. Like not every game is like 3 for 12 or like 2 for 8. And I think I don't know if Fleming's emergence because I think he's definitely more comfortable on the ball. And I thought last year there was some big stretches where he showed like a true point guard acumen. And if you're giving the keys over to Kingston, which I think is the right decision, but I don't know if you're going to see that version of Uzan we saw last year.
I think the Flemings thing's a fair point, but also in theory that should just make things easier on him as time goes on and they figure it out. Shot 40% from three last year, he's shooting 29 this year. To me, that's it.
Yeah. 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 I think I'm leaning toward him not snapping out of it either, though.
Oof.
I think Houston might still be fine because Sharp has been on a heater and they have talent. I mean, they need some bench production, but I don't know, man. This is a 15 game sample size of 28%. And before last year, I mean, he shot 40% his freshman year at Oklahoma, shot 29% his sophomore year there. Maybe he just alternates sub 30 and plus 40% numbers from beyond the arc for his career.
March Milos is coming. That's all you got to worry about.
Yeah, we'll see. But that was all I had for this topic.
Third topic. Cart, would you like to guess it again?
Yeah, this is a new segment I like to call. Actually, no. Go ahead, Riley.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Please do, Greg.
This is a new segment that I like to call You Reap What You Sow. We'll look back at some of the wildest things said by coaches in the offseason and grade how true they've come as the season has began.
Okay, that's an idea for next week. Don't take that. I'm gonna go back into the archives and we're gonna do that next week on Riley Friday. But no, this one, no new title or anything. I just want to predict the league
Uh-huh.
winners for the four major conferences.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
oh,
Fun.
oh.
I have a
Okay.
little schedule breakdown of these guys as well. We can start in the ACC. Do we want to establish contenders here?
Yeah, I do have to kind of pour water all over this. So Cart and I know each other's answers because we did this for a Bleacher Report show yesterday.
Oof,
But
that's
you don't
tough.
know our answers, so that could
It's
be a fun
true.
twist.
That is fun. The contenders I have for the ACC are Duke, UNC, and Virginia. Louisville's out of there. No Michael. I thought they looked so bad against Duke in the second half. That Kelsey is on major fraud alert for me. But
Do you think
Duke's
Virginia's
tough.
a real contender?
I think Virginia is awesome, and they have a really favorable schedule. Like they're the only road games they have that are tough are at SMU and at Duke. They got home games against Miami and State, who are like the two frisky bubble teams, should be able to handle business in Charlottesville. They get UNC at home as well.
Mm,
Like if they win their home games, they just got to win one of at SMU and at Duke, and they're like in pole position to win the league.
mm. Um, do you know who Virginia's best win is?
Ooh.
Is it like Northwestern?
Will
No,
Wade.
it'd be NC State.
It's Will Wade. Yeah. They haven't played a top 30 opponent.
Have they
It was,
really
it was
not?
it was it was at NC State. Does that count for anything?
It's
Yeah, they
January 10th, and they've played one top 50 game. I think Virginia is so fraudulent, guys. I've been waiting to kind of unveil this take because I don't think anyone paid attention to them until recently. The NC State win was good, but also we're all on record that NC State stinks and hates each other.
Yeah, true.
So like this team lost to Butler on a neutral. I think the Virginia Tech loss was bad. I know it was overtime. Outside of that, it's Texas, Dayton, and NC State are their wins.
Yeah.
I think Virginia Tech's pretty good. I know they lost against Stanford last night by one, but Stanford might be okay too. There's like some frisky bubble teams in the ACC this year.
I
Yeah,
think I'm
you are
shaded
definitely
by
frisky.
I'm shaded by a feast week very close watching of Northwestern Virginia because I bet on Virginia to win that game and Northwestern had them in hell for 38 minutes.
I thought Northwestern was like a top half Big Ten team after that game.
Yeah, they're
I thought
bad.
Northwestern was going to be nice. Yeah. Virginia would still be my pick. Here's Duke's toughest games remaining. They have
No.
SMU at home on
Virginia to
Saturday.
win it
I think Virginia wins it,
wins the ACC.
wins the ACC.
Oh,
Stinks.
that's so gross of
It
you.
stinks.
Just remember this if it comes to fruition because they have an easy
I'll
schedule.
remember when it doesn't for sure.
Both okay. Both Duke and UNC have to do the West Coast trip at Cal, at Stanford. Duke has to go to Virginia Tech. They have to go to UNC. They have to go to NC State. UNC has to go to Virginia. They have to go to Miami. They have to go to Duke. Like,
Okay, last thing here. Where does Duke have to go on the West Coast?
don't sleep on Cal and Stanford. Oh, you can sleep on
Where
Cal.
does Duke
Stanford is
have
good.
to go on the West Coast?
They have to go to Cal and Stanford.
To Cal and Stanford.
Hey,
Dude, weird.
please put some respect on Okorie.
Okorie is nice with it for real, for real.
He's for real,
So
for
is
real.
Cameron Boozer.
Okay, we just saw this Duke team almost get packed up in Tallahassee by Robert McRae the fifth and them boys. They can lose any of these games.
So can Virginia.
But Virginia's schedule is easier.
Anyone in the ACC can lose. This conference is back on
I
stinking.
am going to pretend that your Virginia to win the ACC take is a Kevin Sweeney take. I'm going to rewire my brain to think that. I'm going Duke.
I'm going
Art.
Duke as well. And I'm also getting ahead of my 2027 New Year's resolution because I'm an analytics guy this year. Next year, I'm going to be a massive schedule guy.
This next conference, I'm going to clear out and let y'all rock. Big Ten. Who wins the Big Ten? Is it just
Purdue
Michigan?
wins.
Michigan.
Really? Okay, what's the
Purdue
argument
wins.
for Purdue, Greg?
Schedule.
Care to elaborate?
Purdue doesn't go to Michigan. They don't go to Michigan State. They don't go to Illinois. They play those three teams each once. That's the entire thing here. Good luck going to Mackey. And I get they got once at Mackey. Maybe they lose one of those games. They're not losing two of those games. So they're automatically going 2-1 against the contender group. Michigan, meanwhile, only plays Michigan State at home and away, and they get Illinois and Purdue on the road. They do not get an easy game against any of the good teams. I think Michigan would be fortunate to go 2-2 in that stretch, and I don't know where Purdue's second loss comes from in their big games. So you're basically hoping for either Michigan wins the one in Mackey and or there's a different game elsewhere that like somebody randomly drops. Also, like I don't know. Michigan's very good, but like that Penn State result, they've been bad on the road. TCU was bad, Maryland was bad, Penn State was bad. They're gonna play good teams on the road. I'm not confident they're gonna win.
What about, is there any temptation to push that button on the other undefeated team in the league?
No.
No, nothing for Nebraska?
No, because I think their whole approach, it's not a gimmick. Their whole approach only works against certain teams. And against Purdue and Michigan, I think they're gonna get punked on the boards and give up wide open threes to good shooters.
Mm. And like I said, conference play is when you have to tell the truth. Nebraska might be telling the truth soon.
But they're really good. I got Nebraska finishing third. I think they'll beat up on like everybody else in the league. But yeah, to me,
Whoa.
Michigan State, Illinois, Nebraska are all a good step behind Purdue and Michigan right now.
Where did them Spartan Dogs finish?
What do you think, Cart? You had them third, I believe.
I had them third. Yeah.
I have Nebraska ahead of them, but just off the head-to-head
Top
mostly.
four.
Yeah. I think you had them fifth, G, because you had Illinois four.
No, I had Illinois fifth.
But I thought when we talked, you said you wanted to change it.
I wanted to change it, but I didn't change it.
Oh.
Gotcha. I'll just say Michigan. I think, Greg, you're doing what you should do as a fan, where you're hyper focusing on the warts. But I think best KenPom team ever, that they get it done.
Can I
Moving on
rant?
to go ahead.
Give me a 20-second rant on this.
Granted.
People think that it's one of two things. Either Michigan is legitimately amazing and they're going to run through this league and go like 19-1, or they're frauds, they're not, and they're going to lose 4 games. I don't think people get that elite teams can go like 16-4 in conference. Like
That's
I
fair.
think Michigan is super elite, and they're also going to lose on Marez Johnson revenge night, Purdue in Mackey with Braden pissed off, and probably to Michigan State because they always lose at the Breslin. Like that's people are going to take that and be like, oh, they went 17-3 or 16-4. They're not who they thought they were. They are who they thought they were. Those are really fucking hard games. I don't get why it has to be one or the other.
All right, yeah. Persuasive argument. My only pushback would be like Duke last year. If they're getting comps to that in terms of the KenPom efficiency margin, Duke only lost 1 game in conference.
If we got Duke's schedule last year, we go undefeated.
Yeah, you run through it. It's fair. Yeah, good point. All right, let's move on to the Big 12 contenders. There, I said Iowa State, Arizona, BYU, Houston. Little recap. All these teams have to play at Kansas, which I thought was fascinating. Iowa State also has to go on the road to Arizona. Arizona has to go to BYU. They have to go to Houston. They have to go to Baylor. Arizona's schedule sneakily tough. BYU has to go to Texas Tech. Have to go to Baylor. Have to go to Arizona. Houston. Yeah, all these teams play tough road games. Is the gist of it. I don't know if there's any schedule advantages to be had in this one.
I'm changing my pick here. I had Arizona on the Bleacher Report show with Cart yesterday, and I'm changing my pick to Iowa State.
I think it might be Iowa State too.
Oh, I had Arizona, but I'm not mad at the Iowa State pick.
I'm very impressed with Taman Lipsey.
Actually, no, scratch that. BYU.
You're going with BYU?
Yeah.
BYU's road games are at Texas Tech, at Kansas, at Baylor, at Arizona. They don't have to go to Iowa State.
Let me stop you right there, because that's 2027, Riley. 2026. You're skipping things right now. Devonsa. Like I get it. I get it's Arizona State, but also they blew them those doors off.
Yeah.
And Greg, you love teams that beat people by 30, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
They were 15-point favorites in that game. They doubled that shit. And AJ Devonsa was hitting mid-game down the lane windmills and trying out moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with AJ, and that's my camp.
I see the vision. I think it's hilarious. None of us are picking Arizona to win that league.
I know. Oh man, yeah, I'm still rocking with Iowa State. I just think that defense travels even on the road, and to avoid having to They have to go to Arizona though, man. Like this, the top of this league is still loaded. I know y'all have that dialogue, like, is this league as good as we thought it was? But the fact that they don't have to go to Houston, that's a nice benefit. They don't have to go to BYU. I just feel like they cause matchup issues for everybody with the way they defend.
Give me BYU.
Let's wrap it up with the SEC contenders for this one. I said Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee. Really, I feel like it's Vandy, Arkansas, and Alabama.
I said Bama before last night's result. I think I'm going to stay with Bama, but I'm worried about Phylon's cramps.
Arkansas for
Bama.
me.
I also am rocking with Arkansas.
Oh,
Arkansas has to go to Georgia if that means anything. They have to go to Alabama. They have to go to Florida.
Please. Please. If you pick a different team than me, I'll let you talk about schedule. But I picked Arkansas and you pick it, so we're not talking schedule.
Okay,
Tell me
we could
about
just
Arkansas basketball team.
Darius Acuff is like one of
Who
the
else
three
come on
best point
top?
guards in the country.
Riley, you don't have to listen to him like that. You told him to fill out his top 100 players, and he didn't listen to you. You don't have to listen to him when he tells you how to do something.
That's true.
I mean, I would rather talk about the teams. I'm just giving you the argument for if you want to change your mind.
Don't let
If
him
you
talk
want
to
to,
you that way. I didn't like that.
all right. Listen, no more wedges of division being driven into the triplets this week.
Mm.
You could use a wedge or something.
What do you think of a wedge salad cart?
Not a fan.
Really?
Potato wedge guy.
Do
Not a,
you like
I do like potato wedges.
potato wedges are great. Greg, do you like a wedge salad?
I'm more of a Cobb if I'm going the
Huh.
salad route. Yeah,
I like
This
I'm
might be.
Cobb's one with eggs in it, right?
it can come with egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought with a wedge, it's a wedge of iceberg lettuce, which has no nutritional value. It's literally a vehicle for blue cheese and bacon with some good crunch in it.
I don't like blue cheese.
True. Not a blue cheese guy either. Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
glad we stand
Okay.
a lot.
That
Cart, can I get your
that
top three wedges ranked real quick?
Hmm. Ooh, potato wedge is probably one. Potato wedge is two. I'm sorry, potato wedge is one.
And two and
No.
three.
58 wedge is two. 58 degree is two. And three, does a cheese wedge count?
A wedge of cheese?
Yeah, like a wedge of pepper jack cheese.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Good one. Who you guys got winning the WCC?
Santa Clara.
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. One big thing presented by Tinker Coffee. Go to tinkercoffee.com, enter promo code SLEEPERS, get 15% off your first order. Riley Davis, take it away.
So I don't really have any other outlet to do this, so I'm subjecting the sleepers listeners to this. My Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who started the season 5-1, I thought I had the MVP captaining us at quarterback. Went 2-7 over our last 9 games. Did not fire Todd Bowles. Instead, are firing everybody else because that always works. Yeah, just fire all the assistants, but not the guy who's been in charge. I'm frustrated. I feel like what is the hesitation to just send this dude packing? If even if they whiff on the next hire, I don't think 3 years from now I'm gonna be like, oh man, I really wish I had 3 more seasons of watching Todd Bowles go 9-8 and losing in the playoffs. Like that was really fun. I've learned to appreciate playoff runs. I didn't get many of them in middle school and high school, if any, to be frank. But the dude's clearly like he has hit his head on the ceiling, and it's frustrating. It's like I have to watch Bill Belichick on Saturdays and Todd Bowles on Sundays, and it's just not something I'm looking forward to.
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Look at the two cute little twinskies missing the playoffs together.
Oh, I forgot you're a bear now.
Mhm.
Okay, we
Um,
also should be aligned on this because my offensive coordinator left me and turned a team around too, and yet you just jumped ships, Greg.
I'm a Ben guy. I'm also a Stafford guy. What do you want from me? I would love to see the Rams win a Super Bowl. I would love to see my OC win a Super Bowl this year.
yeah. Fellas, I wish I had some actually good banter here, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat it right now. My son woke up from his nap, and I'm pretty sure he threw up in his crib. So I'm gonna go get him. But thank y'all for tuning in. And yeah, he's good. I think he's
Yeah,
still
go
we're
get him.
trying,
Baby,
yeah,
go get him.
yeah, we're
Okay.
trying different milks right now. We did soy milk and it's been good with his stomach, but obviously it's not as great. So appreciate y'all.
All right. My son is also screaming, so that's my one big thing. Thanks, Riley. This was fun. We'll be back next Friday. Goodbye, everyone.